Way across the universe. I was gonna put that with the Zapruder film, with Jackie O crawling across the back of the limo, and all the fake background, all the families holding hands. It's like at Disney. God, so that song, that does teach you a lot. It's the Secret Service. Damn, it is. It's like the acting studio. Because I was thinking all the world is the stage. Washington, D.C. And they even have it, like, they're supposed to be all in the crowd, but they do the audience. It's not just the stage. They do the audience. Probably theater actually does that too. It's probably always been a thing you don't hear about. They probably just like do the audience as much as the stage they put their guys in, right? Probably that's an old thing. Fuck, man. Like, God, it's, yeah. Yeah, they staged everything, didn't they? The Kennedy assassination, that was fake. That was staged. And Bobby Kennedy, who knows? Martin Luther King, maybe not. Like all the shit, like the MOVE bombing in Philadelphia, burning down that whole neighborhood. That's so funny. They called it MOVE. God, they should have moved. Fuck. Man. I mean, the whole block burned. And then they said later, you can look it up, they said some of those kids that got burned up, they say got burned up, their skeletons ended up displayed like at museums or medical thing museums. It's weird, and that's like all on purpose. Fucking shit's rigged. And all the trials, all of it, Sacco Vanzetti, everything, Karen Reed, and now Meathead, all the YouTube stuff. They do Elliot Rodger, that's all staged. And whoever that girl from Iran, YouTube's gotta like threaten me, take down my shit, and put me strikes, and then disappear them, and then nothing, and then just leave it and forget about it, and then do all their fake stuff where it's all fake views. God, all this stuff with Trump, and then Bobby Kennedy Jr. with his fake lying, fake autism thing. Everything's fake, man. He's with all the guys that give you autism. It's all different things, and they do fake diagnosis and put Asperger's and God knows what on some so-called fake autism spectrum. Man, with nothing ever adjudicated, nothing that holds anyone accountable. It's like supposedly at some university, but even that, like, and the courts enforce it. Yeah. So I have court tomorrow. Well, sort of. It's like going to be some kind of thing. It's not even a hearing, it's just looking at it. Because it's like the case is like, fucking put on sleep mode or something. Whatever. They're just lying. So they're starting this shit up with a Rob Reiner thing. I'm just thinking. Man, cats make me tired. Maui. Go over this way. Wait. Oh, I shouldn't move that around. No, I should leave it. Fuck. It's kind of better, right? Let the cat do the moving. She'll move eventually, right? There, see. She's tired because her mom is visiting, or like coming back to live here. That's Molly, and her mom is Petunia. So she came back from Miami. She's visiting her, coming here to live for a while again. And so they've been bitching and fighting, and they're tired. And now the mom's mellow, and so Molly's going to take a nap. She's kind of worn out. God, man. Yeah, all that stuff. Thought I'd have more to say. That's why I started this thing. Because the Secret Service, I'm just thinking of it like they are actors. And they don't hide it now in a certain way. Because I was looking at my video at the, I guess on the west side, one of the gates, like the, near the Treasury building, near that sort of, near the statue of Sherman, General Sherman. That's the guys here. They do train with Secret Service. And it's all a fake out. So they must, yeah, they get all the angles, and that's the same thing as movies anyway. And get up in all the fucking street. God, man. And they get it down. That's their forward-facing thing. But with a Kennedy, God, man. It's so rigged they would survive anything, though. Because they just switch out some other... It's not like they have real elections. And you have, like, random shit where you gotta have Kennedy and then Johnson's in there. And if Kennedy goes, it's like a whole different thing. It's like them that put it. It is. Okay, so it is what I say it is. It is. They have the economy. They have the fast neutron reactor. Fuck, man. So they go, Kennedy's dad, I guess John Kennedy's dad, the president's dad, he's the ambassador in England during World War II, parts of it. God, they worked all the Holocaust. They fucking designed it. And he has a certain lane he's supposed to be in with the anti-Semitism. Ezra Pound. I've been looking up about him a little bit. And you look on Wikipedia. And he had some thing, he's sort of anti-Semitic way back. Before World War I. And it's all the shit, and it's all the... They had certain things to give the go-ahead and the okay. To get the Germans to do it. Like, oh, I guess it's okay. Or no, we're just on the forefront of high society. You know? Because that's who did it. Because Ezra Pound, he comes from, yeah, I guess on his dad's side of the Pounds. They came in the 1600s. Or one guy, like 1632 or something. See, my family came in 1630, but they married the Mayflower people. That's 1620, but Ezra Pound's in the 1630. Ezra Pound's 1632. The Pound guy. So that's that old shit, and it's all around in New York City. Whatever, Boston. And it's all like, God, it's so fucking obvious. It's all like hokey. Even the poetry he does, like the thing, is supposed to be so good. But he got the widow with like this guy's all his notes and translations, and Ezra Pound takes them, does a poetry with it. So it's like, all right, come on, man. It's all this fucking CIA shop type thing for back then, before World War One. And working it, then Ezra Pound, he's such a flake, but he's the one who's the administrator always, right? Like he discovers T.S. Eliot, James Joyce, fucking what the fuck, Old Man C, Ernest Hemingway guy, right? Like all the shit. Like he's gonna do that and be the flaky guy, right? And if you listen to the broadcast he did from Italy, the anti-Semitic stuff and all that, and it just sounds like all kinds of code messages and stuff. It's fucking weird. Then he comes back and he has to be in a mental hospital like 10 years or whatever the fuck for his punishment. Some lying shit. It's all fucking fake, man. So I try to study him and what it was. And they said he saw Lenin in Switzerland, but this one thing didn't say. I'm not sure when. A little bit before World War One. Maybe between 1905 and 1910 or something. Maybe not. But I can't find it on his Wikipedia. I just saw it on an article. With Lenin. Like in Switzerland. Ezra Pound saw him. Wasn't impressed. Somehow. But it probably was. Working all that. Right, Moe? Damn. God, there's no news, there's no nothing. And there's no YouTube. Like, God, YouTube did this thing where the Daily Mail said this guy got arrested, the auditor, fake police auditor that did Cape Coral. And it's all blurry. It's like all like fucking low bandwidth shit that he uploaded. Had to do live stream. Everything's all blurry. All his shit. It's all their fake YouTube stuff where they live stream, so it's all blurry. They're fucking lying pieces of crap. And YouTube does that. And now they're saying he got arrested down in Brazil. And YouTube doesn't like it. Oh, there's actually some YouTube things talk about it. There's nothing in the news about it, just that. Daily Mail. And that's the same shit. They had to do that at a fire station out on Burnt Store Road. So that's why they dragged me out to fire stations. They've been setting it up. And, right, Moe? Fuck. And they got it because they want to have. I get the feeling like, so I go tomorrow. Today's Sunday, so I go tomorrow. On Monday, and it's just fucking weird there. They might have wanted to delay the case just so that's it. I have to get dragged in there again. Because they're making it fucking weird there. Like I said, it's like a fucking undercover office of all their shit. United States State Department. Like in the whole fucking 9 yards, everything. All up in that place. All up in the court complex, in that building next door. Everything, and that's where people can come and go. You already have everything with federal court, and then the tax collector down the way. Oh yeah, because the tax collector's near. I gotta look at that again. The highway does kind of go down, so they did some digging, didn't they? That's next to it. They like their digging, don't they? And that's so much fucking State Department. Yeah, man. The table is kind of random, isn't it? Like, thermal expansion with structural change, with material failure upon cooling and contraction. The picnic table. Like if you are an engineer or something, you'll think of that when you see it too. It's so funny. God, so they have World War II. They have all the D-Day fake out. It's all elaborate with Patton. They're just like doing endless fake out, and they're supposed to have a fake out job, and it works with all the theater people, and everything's all integrated, right? And so I'm like, God, then here they just run fake out. It's all fake out, man. And all the SS. Oops, there she goes. Where you going, Molly? God. Man. Fuck. Yeah, Kennedy stuff. It's so weird. I only know because they're purposefully... God, it's so fucking weird and fucked up because they're purposely showing it. Now if you think, okay, if you're missing the big thing... I was thinking it's everything's fake, right? I always think back to a science fiction story I read. Like, kind of a short story. This guy is, maybe from the 60s. Yeah, 60s or 70s or something, maybe from a magazine or something. It was in a book. A collection of short stories by different authors. So this guy, God, it's on a bus. Yeah, he takes a commuter bus or something into the city to work. And he starts noticing it's weird each time he goes into the city, and there's a weirdness, like when he goes over the bridge or something. It's like an oddity when he goes in there and when he crosses back out, like mental or something, or some kind of weird glitch in his mind and stuff. And it ends up somehow. The space aliens have come and they took the city and they dug it up. Like they've just like transplanted it into a herbarium or a terrarium somewhere. They took it away. All city uprooted it. Like a big old ant nest, right? And so all the guys that commute, they go into the city and work and do all day, and they get looked at in the zoo at the space alien terrarium or zoo thing. Their pride and joy. And then when they drive back out, or whatever, go back out. Maybe it's in his car, I don't know. The space aliens, they take him and they hypnotize him, they put him to bed or something in a thing, a special thing. And then give him false memories that they've been at home doing stuff at home or something like that. So when they come back in and rest him, get him really good, or whatever the fuck they gotta do. And then they go back in the city, they wake him back up. And they think they have this whole life outside the city, but they don't. And those chicken and cows, she's doing pretty good. She's been scratching him again. I think it maybe flared up. I don't think it's a new one. From a pricker. Those things are bad. I got those in my finger too. What in my hand? From the what's that grass? what's that grass called? Grass spurs. It's called grass spur or grass spur. It's horrible, like pointy prickers. It is actually grass. Yeah, just thinking about Secret Service. Man, yeah, so all the FBI stuff, yeah. So, yeah, we went, my parents and me, probably that was summer of 76, wasn't it? It could have been summer of 75. I think it was 76, though. Probably was. And Jimmy Carter was going to get elected in November. So it's Gerald Ford. I almost got spanked. Or did I get spanked? I think I got spanked in the road. I got spanked side of the road. I got spanked up, near the White House, actually. Like in the hotel. In the Ford administration. So there you go. See, that's why I'm so good at this. That's why I know my shit. My dad was stressing because it's all this bullshit. All their fake ass shit. My mom's running around on a fucking mission. My dad's having to tag along with all his bullshitter that would run. Man, we went to the FBI building. We went in and we saw them doing the machine guns. And there's probably some shit, and they have to walk around and go to do things. And so my mom did get Mr. Davis, the FBI guy. She got him to, transfer, didn't she? From Texas to Southern Illinois, because there's no way. It's like they bring his kid to our school, to Carbondale New School. And the kid's kicking and screaming. They had to drag him out of the car. He had a special counselor who came with him. His mom, and his counselor, and he thought it would just be suck like everything else, like it'd be a public school. But we're just regular. And he was good. He loved that school. And then my mom, it's right away, my mom would drive me all the way out there from Carbondale to the FBI guy's house to play with that kid. And they had set that up. And that kid, he does reptiles and stuff. He likes them from Texas. And they all talked it up like that's a thing. And it was like he's into it. But it was kind of fucking... They made it, they kind of talked it up or got it going. I know they did, man. So my mom, actually she doesn't know anything about anything, and she drives me all the fucking way out there. God, I end up living out there, another mile and a half past that house, whatever. Out in the woods, but that's all this shit's out there. God, what is it? That's 5.5 miles out of town, down this road. Man, YouTube or Google didn't even cover that damn road. The road you come out on, they fucking blank it out. They give up. I can't do it. I don't know, maybe they did now, but a few years ago it was there's a whole section they do out there, and they do in, but you have to look at a major highway. You're I'm not going to do all this road. Can't drive down here. That's the paved road. Yeah, so I'd be all the way out there. Damn, man, then I had to live out there. So that was, because there's no way. There's no way. And they had done shit. They had fucked for them too, man. They're crushed. And nobody knows. No one says. God, man. So when my mom started drinking, that was a CIA lady. That really got her. Let's sit with it. But God, we knew them before the divorce. Diane and Claire. Diane, the CIA lady. And he's doing a TV show or something. That's Nikolai. He has autism too. It's like all his stuff like that. He doesn't imitate me. Any of my cussing, it's got to be South Park or some other shit. Or some other whatever dude it is. He likes the dog trainer guy on South Park. The kid has to get trained by the dog trainer. Yeah. Yeah, they worked it, so they had to get the divorce, get it just right. See, my mom's stuff all on her other end. That's aging out and weakening out and forgetting, and things move on to other stuff. So as far as like us getting looked at protected, there's some else. And so it's my uncle and his shit, right? And then he's like on the bad. As far as me and shit, it is bad. So I did the puberty blockers, like they did that. It's the Charles Taylor shit. So they fucking had the Nazis all in the concentration camps. They were taking, man, they don't just put people in they're lying, man. They don't put them in it's a fucking lie, man. It's not like they just cremate. They fucking take brain stem samples or whatever they do. They slice right through, put it in liquid nitrogen. I know they did. Man, my doctor used to be so, like, he'd trot out his, like, fucking liquid nitrogen tank. He's so proud of it. Like, and that's what they did. They got everything. They got fucking millions of those. Every type of person, everything. In World War II, that's what they're doing. Everybody. They got a sample. You got all the doctors, got everyone implicated. They're running that before, during, after the war. So they get the puberty blockers. By the time they announce it, like 77, whatever the hell, they discovered that brain pathway or that whatever. They've already got puberty blockers, clandestinely. That's a fake. That they got it and they started giving it to me. With my mom, and to get my mom to do it, I already have her breaker, the divorce, the alcohol thing. God, what would it be? The dog biting my lip? Yeah. So that's before, going through the shit, all the alcohol, knowing everything, man. They can trace everything, and they'll weaponize everyone that's like all sympathetic, because it never made sense. Like how she works and stuff, and then she go through these binge drunk things and how they put up, and really they're just enabling it, or not just enable it, they facilitate it, they make sure it's that way to like break her, because it's like a torture. And in the self-esteem or lack, whatever, they work. It's not her, and everyone being sympathetic, they know all the shit. And the thing is to break her, get into her thing. Then it totally makes sense. It never made sense otherwise. Like, well, what is her job? Or how does she be efficient when how does she get like that for a little bit, and then she snaps back and she's like not doing anything wrong. She's not drinking. Really. But, God, I watched how fucking CIA lady Diane teaching her how to drink and shit. Like the regular, you just sip your martini and bitch about men, or like smoke a cigarette. And you sit here bitter, with an ego, with your scar, your like knife wound on your face, your little one, from being a bitch. But fuck. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so, damn. Okay, so they work it. So I get my mom that my lips gets bit. I go to the hospital for that. Even, like that's fucking. They do that first, and if it was alcohol, Diane brings that damn dog over. They train it, and God, then the thing for the puberty blockers, and once it's that, and they work certain angles, it's your secret thing or something. It even could be. It depends. You could even have, maybe you don't have to register it. Well, it's not a drug yet. It's not, controlled, is it? It'd be off-label, and it could go through something. Jesus Christ. And you say, now you need it. And it could even be, oh, you'll be, more of a genius. Put it on some delay. And be doing it that way. Because then you think I go through... I want to be the 7th grade. It's probably doing it. Yeah. Or the second half. It's or whatever they're doing. Yes, I go to the 8th grade and they're abusing me at school. And I go live in Minneapolis. And that's why my mom's so burned out. It's never the same again. Because I'm going up to the other lady. The other lady can give it to me. Fucking Pat can give me the fucking medicine. Some things, what are you thinking about, Mommy? You're not saying something bad about me, are you? How? Oh, man. Oh, God, man. Yeah, it is, man. And they'll work it. They know I do it. That's why it's my mom won't. She doesn't talk to me. There's nothing. It's she's got her guilt, and they work the things. And my dad can work his angle, even though he knows, or whatever the fuck. Yeah, then they're fucking lying. Ooh. See, there's another cat out there. Her mom's out there. She wants to go out the door. Oh, that's the other cat. Uh-oh. What's that, Molly? Fuck. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so puberty blockers. Notice how no one's ever said, they always go bitch about puberty blockers now. Just misuse them, but they never say, it's part of the sex trafficking thing. They get their, things, they get to select, underage, whatever kid, and then start putting them on puberty blockers. Keep it, B12 forever. It's like some new Calvin Klein thing. B12 forever. Like that. And they must have been doing that, right? And they'll do it just because that's what they do. They keep it crazy, ratchet, funky. And it's probably all these guys, or all these people, they went through it and they don't fuck them over because they're just abusing me and bullying me. Could be better, I don't know, or for certain things. But they're on purpose doing that. God, man. I wouldn't know if they weren't telling me, though. All this shit. but like they're doing it. Like me personally, they're fucking with me and trolling me, and then like there we go, right? Banana trees and palm trees and stuff. And like yeah, they just lie about all the autism stuff. Bobby Kennedy Jr. doesn't even bother like to compile anything or what is autism, what's their things, what are different types. They don't have any kind of studies, no nothing of like what's going on. They don't even care. Now, oh yeah, I was gonna say like the Landau-Kleffner variant, like that's not a variant of Landau-Kleffner syndrome. It's Landau-Kleffner variant. That's a term that Dr. Duffy created, only used by him at the Dr. Duffy of the Boston Children's Hospital Epilepsy Clinic, like that. So he does the EEG test, right? The electrodes on your head, so they do that. Now, like no one would tell you, connect them, no one connected like the epilepsy clinic or, you know, Boston Children's Hospital to 9/11, no one could get that, right? Yeah. And how the fuck does that work? Or why? But it is. Like, because that doctor, all that shit, they did just wadded it up in Boston, man. All in a big pile. Shit. Like, he has a Ladders clinic, Dr. Martine, and she would say to go to Dr. Duffy, and it was cool. And they did that 9/11 thing. When I was during 9/11, I was there at that clinic. I was, my son was getting evaluated. Maybe for some speech thing, writing thing or something. And like, she fucking knew, man. It was like the thing. Oh shit. Well, I made a video on that. It was something, man. She kind of gave away a little bit. Okay, but okay, so another thing to know is about how Children's Hospital works in Boston. The epilepsy clinic. That's the whole thing where they have the EEG test and everything and all that stuff. So you can really look at the brain and figure it out and do that. And so you go there for all that stuff, even though it's not epilepsy. Like my son with autism. And that Landau-Kleffner variant, that's a term that Dr. Duffy made up, if you look it up. You see, because you can't look up Landau-Kleffner syndrome. It's not that. It's not a variant of that. It's like a whole different thing. They just call it Landau-Kleffner variant because it, the EEG looks similar. It's got spikes in the left front temporal lobe in the receptive speech language section of the hearing part of the brain. Right next to the receptive music in the hearing part of the brain. It's like the ear part, the brain where the sound from the ear goes, and it goes a little bit. It's not really to the rest of the brain yet. And then the singing, the music part is good, but the receptive speech part has epileptic type spikes. And it shows because my son could sing any lines and stuff, but he wouldn't put two words together for speaking. It's a thing. I think I explained it once. But okay. So a couple of things. Okay. So they go from that. You get that, and like, oh my God, you got that. Right when you're doing that, hold on, let me think. Yeah. So Dr. Martine sent us to the to him, Dr. Duffy, and all that stuff. And then right with that goes a gastroenterologist that's there. Yeah, that is there at Children's Hospital. And he and oh, so I did go to that thing, yeah. And I think I went there, didn't I? Or maybe not. It's just being proposed or something. And it goes to all that quack stuff or whatever, because they would have figured it out. And they would have been like, oh yeah, it's this, that, but it's all a fucking lie. It's all made to be complicated and weird, and it's a fucking lie. Because they want to stick a thing down his throat, or they would, down to his stomach, a little bit below his stomach, to the upper part of the intestine, small intestine. And, pinch off a little piece of meat and pull it back up. And my wife freaked out. I wasn't really going to want to, but I just said, and she has to go. I didn't want to do that, though. I don't think I would have anyway. I hadn't thought that way yet. I just I just started saying what he said and stuff. Or what someone said. Maybe it was Dr. Martine saying it. Or someone. Okay, so that goes to that, and that's all the gastroenterologist stuff. That's a fake thing where Boston Children's Hospital had a big lawsuit. Remember, they took the girl, and she has a gastroenterologist. God, he even worked there, didn't he? Or he had entry status or whatever at Children's Hospital. Maybe it is even the same. I don't think it's the same guy though. And this girl. And so he thinks she has blah, blah, blah. And then the hospital decides she doesn't. It's opposite. And they lock her up in the mental hospital up on Bader 5. Where I was. I got my badges from Bader 5. Bader 5 parent. So there you go. 15 kids. They have 15, beds there. Bader 5. It's on the 5th floor. But, so they're saying their own guy is insane. And the parents gotta, they don't fuck with him though. They say the parents they criminalize him, say they can't go to that doctor, all kinds of shit. They lock her up, and they don't do that doctor, get rid of his medical thing or whatever. They gotta just be parents have to be all the way bad to think about doing that doctor. It's kind of fucking weird. Doesn't make any sense. Because they're all lying. They're all hooked in it together. Probably the parents. Everyone's in on it. It's probably some shit. Or they might as well be. They can get it flaky. That probably is some fake thing. But that goes to their master undercover shit. So you have the autism stuff going to that. You go to Dr. Duffy and that shit. It'll go straight into the gastroenterologist. That's the next stop. Okay? And so that connects to that shit. And one more thing, when you go get the EG, you go to this place, the guy puts the glue in the kid's hair and stuff. You go in a room. He's a cool guy from the islands, a black guy from some island, some Cape Verde or something like that. Or at least not always him, but sometimes it's him. Okay, but he puts the glue, and then later they have to use a solvent. Oh God, ether. Really bad to get it off. And the ventilation is not good enough. And he's in there with that. And so there's this little room. And then that guy was telling me, last time I was there, I think it was last time, how he doesn't talk to his daughter. He had his daughter, and then when she turned, how old, 15 or whatever, she gets estranged. She'll never talk to him. She hates him. Oh, and he lives in Watertown. Yeah. Something like that. So he's got the whole story of estrangement. And now I know it's fed to me and stuff. It's all, maybe true, but that's the thing. It's oh, you're a rape. Now we can rape. Rape Incorporated. And it is that. So he's feeding all that. That's where I've got that first taste of that. And the horror. And they're planning it. They know that shit. So that's that. That was that, too. It was. It even could be, all the way on the other side, he's Maybe not. He's on the other side. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk. Whatever the fuck, man. So it is that. How's that connecting these fuckers? Well, yeah, because of Dr. Martine's office, the Ladders Clinic. I was there on 9/11. All that fucking shit runs around. And the cancer. See, as pediatrician, when my son was born, he was a baby. Just like when he was like born, like his pediatrician went over to and he was across from Children's Hospital, emergency room. He was like across the street on Longwood Ave. The Dr. Gorin, yeah. And he was a cancer, he does cancer kids, but he also does general practitioner, which is weird. So he does all the cancer, and there's probably God knows what, all kinds of shit that goes on with that. They must do everything and do all the stuff. They did something with autism or before. You see, like, man, they try to make it so my son couldn't even get born or anything. And we get fucked with shit, man. It's like different sides of different something. It's fucking weird, man. Because, it's weird. They kill people, too, or the other thing does. The other thing does, they just watch. And they kill. They did all the John Salvi stuff. They did. They went right through. Jesus Christ. And they sure I've met them and stuff. The priest, I met that priest. He's like like some kind of father thing, but he's not full priest, they would say. And he was in the articles. And they have to make sure there's articles in the Boston Globe so you know what the fuck that is. And that guy. And he used to protest outside this little, like, sort of an abortion thing, kind of thing, out on the commons, over near the graveyard. Oh, Jesus Christ. And those guys are all in on it. Man, this is CIA undercover shit, man. This is super shit. The bitches, they come out of their abortion clinic, or their, like, little office. Abortion recommender office, right? And they're in on it, man. I know now. Damn, man. And the priests are all with that same shit. Because the church, there's not a central thing. Anyone, because all the fucking weird CIA shit and whatever can do whatever they want with the Catholic Church. Oh shit, just put a fucking Catholic suit on. Damn. So they did. God, isn't that weird? God, and Dion, fuck, man, that was weird, man. And see, they did kill him, and it's like a thing, that's weird. The other guy was right, what happened? The fuck sets him up, or I don't fucking know. It is, it's some medical shit. There's this whole thing in this other shit. There's a real, like one side against the other. And that institution medical shit, I was on a kill list. Extermination. It goes all the way back too. It's World War II and before. And it's like a thing, and then what would keep me? God, it's not just Nazi, because that's what makes you be alive in the first place. Come with me if you want to live. And those guys age out. Dr. Mengele gets old. Or whatever, or all the other real guys, he's the forward. All the Patagonia, or whatever. The Patagonia connection. God, it's so funny because my mom, like the abortion, she was the abortion mafia. So got all that. God, all the fetuses, they must have taken every fetus too. Shit. All the stem cells from before, like where you get those from the embryo. How early does it have to be? Yeah. Or whatever the fuck they do. God, I wasn't sure. I used to think it was me. I think it's evil or something. Or you could take some acid or something and say it's evil going through the corridors at Harvard Medical School or whatever. I just remember one time. I wasn't on anything though. It's regular. But it is a thing that goes back. But it's like, I mean, it's both ways really. Well, it's, that should be nice. But, yeah, what the fuck, man? They did, because like Dion, there's that AA meeting that they have right next to a taxi, next to Boston Cab. They had, like, everyone going in there. And then all the terrorists go to Boston Cab. The FBI raided it after 9/11. And they wouldn't let me in that thing. They wouldn't want me being around there. Because they don't want me to know. It's the only place where it's just unfriendly. I have to stay away. But he went in there. At the end, then he hanged himself because they made him do it. They know how to work it, too. He had to do that. There goes the thing. Yeah, the State Department. It's like in St. Petersburg. So I have to go to Helsinki to do my dry cleaning. So they'd have stuff in Helsinki, right? And then over in St. Petersburg. You always go back and forth. And you just have to speculate. Like, take the entire files, right? And like something they don't even tell you, but you have to speculate what's feasible, right? Like, it would be all translated into, it would be digitized with simple computers or stuff for throwaways, right? So you take everything, and you digitize it because then you can encrypt it. And you can have like a one-time key and all kinds of stuff like that. And you also have massive data somewhere so it doesn't look like, oh man, here's some encrypted thing, it's the thing. It could be just nonsense. They got tons of that they throw around. Like, it might not even be what you think. It might be, see, one of the things is like, make sure it doesn't get thrown away. Like, say, like, it's hidden, but it could be like 20 years later, and then like no one's going to throw it away. Or like it's in a wall that doesn't get torn up, or you wouldn't notice what it is. You know, someone could go see it later, but it'll be like the thing they could have it in one place, and they just have to have the encryption key or whatever the hell. They can let out bit by bit. But they must have took everything. And they could, and if you think they do their archipelagos, they'd be in Finland, maybe in Helsinki for some of it. And all the stuff is burnable, and you can't tell what it is, but they have their stuff. The office with all the stuff, depending on who could plug in to understand what the hell it is. It's probably an ongoing thing. They probably did just fucking merge, though. they merge as the Soviet Union's going down, like in the 90s. I mean, after, as they're getting more messed up, they're coming in from the cold, all the fucking factions, all the chain stuff that's going in, and they all come together. And that's why it's like that. And there's probably, see, once you say this stuff, or there's a fast neutron reactor, you can just like, damn, it's all lie. You can just like do all your engineering or talk to someone. It'd be best if it's like, kind of back then, like when they were struggling with stuff, kind of read the papers and stuff. If you say it, it'd be like, ah, yeah, that could be going on. That's why the institution's so flaky or ineffective in a certain way. But it could be like the Russians, the Soviets had their tokamak reactor to contain magnetic fields, all that, for nuclear fusion. That could be a certain thing, and they got a lane, and it's whatever the hell, and whatever works. That would be for neutrons. You could use, it says that, like, it's a big lie, like it's going to get to be fusion for power, because you have all the fucking, you have thorium reactor with a breeder reactor, a molten salt reactor first, but now we know we're being lied to. They really are, they do have the fast neutron reactor. It's got to be, so they don't need fusion. I mean, like, way in the future, whatever the hell, it's like too fucking unfeasible. They burn everything up and they go into outer space with solar power, cheap fucking unfolding solar everywhere. Probably. And you go into outer space and burn up all that uranium and thorium first anyway. Like, but then, actually probably really early on, just all the solar in outer space, if I just get this. It's all like saran wrap, all kinds of stuff. And that would be first. And that's even why they do the fake green, to like make you think it's all fake, but they can really develop solar for when it's needed. It's also good when it's intermittent, when they can be lying about what they do with it. They need to massively desalinate or do something with energy. It's fine, it's intermittent, like in Saudi Arabia, where like it's just like real downtime in the winter. But yeah, the tokamak reactor. Like, the other thing would be the for rocket fuel. And maybe you'd have to see how feasible that is. Like, but using, I'm not really sure. Maybe it's the helium-3, and they get that on the moon. There's probably just endless abundance of it. I think you go out to like Jupiter and stuff. It all sucks it up. So you probably go swing around it, and there's a little bit, and you just gather up the helium, and a big proportion of it, a reasonable proportion, is the helium-3. Maybe there's certain ways it collects, too. Oh, around the gas trains. Oh, yeah, God, you go to those fucking moons out there, right? And they call it spots. It'd be like crazy, right? Oh my God, it'd be like a vacuum cleaner. It'd be like endless. But using that with something, whatever the fuck they do with that, the deuterium or however the fuck, for rocket fuel, that doesn't do neutrons. Like, I can't remember which, there's some of their reactions that don't. What is it? Like, I guess it's the two helium-3s, they come together. And they give off yeah, or something else. No, it's a helium-3 with a deuterium with a hydrogen, 2 with a proton and a neutron. So they give off is it just one proton, right? because it gives off a proton. I'm getting kind of confused. But something like that. It's on Wikipedia. Would have like rocket fuel. Maybe it would do that. Maybe they'd want that. But definitely the neutron is a source of neutrons to make fission, to burn up all the uranium and thorium. God, man. So it's all a lie. You know, and it's like, oh, this YouTube bot said keep going. Like after I said the Kennedy thing. Yeah, it says it is. I think once you get that, well, it's kind of like you got everything, maybe. Like in the sense that mentally, it's like the big lie and the wow, it's different, and you got a kind of a grounding. And there's a secret thing that, you know, the Kennedy thing, the assassination's fake, it's all fake. And it could be like all the other stuff. So if you had any others and all the other events, all the court TV stuff, all the court stuff is fake. All the shit they do. And then the other thing is secret economy that I always say. I guess I was saying it before. With a, you know, heavy energy embargo, they can pump their own oil, do their own oil and shit, burn shit. They have all their fake green to like fucking so all the measurements are skewed and who knows. So you can't just detect, man, there's like someone's burning coal and there's more carbon dioxide and it goes in the ocean a certain way, and so it's like, you know, to keep that all funky. So you can't tell they've been secretly burning, you know, regular fuel. But see, it's ready to have like solar, massive solar, like in Saudi Arabia now. Like it'll be now, it wouldn't be, right? To do certain things, their projects. I guess it would be, because I go out west and it's endless windmills. What was that? You go through South Dakota and then it's Wyoming, but it's on the east side of Wyoming. Or something like that. South Dakota is Wyoming next, or something. They got it all through there, and you can tell they're doing something with it. It's not just fake green, and they cover it with a fake green. It's like a fraud. Yeah, it's got to be all fraud and hokey, but no, they need it because it's like all a ripoff if you just put it on the grid and you don't charge differently. No one's like, you don't put it on the grid and sell it like cheaper when the wind's blowing or something. It's intermittent, and industry can go up around it because there's a secret in industry, and it doesn't even necessarily go on the grid all the way that way. It goes down underground to their tunneling in the fucking all through. They have a submarine tunnel going all through Wyoming. Remember I called it too. They got massive submarine bases. And that's all they're, you know, they'll fucking do it. They'll have a landlocked submarine base, right? They'd be like, why do you have that? Man, we have to. And it's like, because it's already, that's their technology, and anything you get better at that. You can do all on the coast stuff. So it probably actually goes together. You have to hold the shit up anyway. And another thing is when you have a tunnel underneath, it's like, you have to, God, if you have to keep it fucking dry, or you have to do something, it's a pain in the ass, don't let water leak in. Otherwise, you know, it doesn't have to be all the way, every crack is sealed up, and you can, you seal a crack sometime. But if you want to just like up the pressure, just put high pressure water in there. And if you can't, and you could have like tunnels, usually they're fucking high pressure water. In a submarine, you know, the like elevator, like an elevator, like a unit that goes through sideways and up and down. Too much pressure for it, but like so you have to lower it then. And the mud water can leak in just a little bit through the cracks, and it's also like structurally not as sound. But like during the regular time when they keep it there, it's like they got high pressure water, right? So it's holding everything out. or holding the structure together, because the water will seep out, because it's like got all the rock laying down on it. So it would have to be. And it's not hard to have waterproofing, and especially from that way, because you have access to the inner wall. You just put some fucking rubberized stuff on it. Keep fucking with that, repairing it. And you got high pressure. It can take whatever pressure. So regular time, the tunnel's just like fucking got fucking, you could have 10,000 pounds per square inch pressure or more, or whatever the hell. Water. At certain times. So leave it, or pack it with sand. Go ahead and be like, fuck it, pack it with that sand. And then, God, that would work too. And the shit can't cave. It'll just be stuck, right? And you don't even have to have high pressure water. It's just packed and you can take it off sometimes. You don't have to leave it vulnerable all the time is what I mean. You have to have your tunnel, like, not high pressure. You can't, pack the inside with it, like, when you're using it. It's just like, but you undo that. Or you go have your, like, thing, your submarine goes through the sand. Like a horseshoe crab. Like, deep in the ground. And over to Yucca Mountain and whatever the fuck they do. Or when they go like that, but that's what I got. They got submarine tunnels all through there, landlocked, right? I can tell, man. And, Indian Renaissance, Indian Reservation Renaissance, or wherever. God, it is, man. It's like a science fiction movie. I can feel it. I know you're really upset. Dave, I know you're really upset. I think you should. I've made poor decisions lately. Like, and that's what that is. So you get of course, the tunnel thing, you go with that. Like I said, no one fucking, they don't give a fuck. Man, it's all a fucking lie. You can just test it. Roswell's a good test, because, like, you go, there's nothing. We have no civil society. We have no nothing. We have no intellectual anything. It's like taboos and weird, and it's like, it's never any good, because, like, you have Roswell with space aliens, and you see all dead bodies of space aliens. Oh, what happened? All the people lied, or they're crazy, or this, that. And it's never like, oh, someone faked them out. It'd be like, okay, if you see these things, no, it's a rubber. It's like a rubber chicken or something. Flying, it's obvious. That would be a fake. Man, my science teacher told us that, man, in 9th grade, he said he fakes UFOs. I'd never heard of anyone doing that. Anything fake like that. Stringing them together with, remember, upside down McDonald's bags, a piece of balsa wood and a little candle. So everything's super lightweight and burns and goes. And you can tie them together. Man, that was some shit to tell me, to have me think. And that did get me thinking. That's why you even got the Roswell thing. So it shows, and that's like a placeholder, a test. Like, everyone's just shit for brains. There's nothing going on. No one talks about anything, or it's all a lie. Either a lie or stupid or whatever the fuck. There's no real society of, like, discussing anything that we're exposed to, that we know of. Because you see them just run the same motherfuckers, and they're doing mechanics in their car, all kinds of, they're proficient, just fucking crazy, brilliant things. So it's all fake. So yeah, like the Kennedy assassination be fake. Once it's that, it's like everything in the courts fake. Court case is fake. OJ was set up from the beginning. Court TV's in on it. Matthew Eapen case, they did that. However, God, man. God, it was scary too. I don't even say, but That was fucked. Oh, God. Maybe it's not. Or maybe it just looks like that. Who knows? Fuck. Oh, God, man. She does run around like she didn't do it, doesn't she? Louise Woodward. Had nothing the fuck to do with anything, and then just... It's playing a part. God. That's my son. He does like South Park. God, fuck. It makes it sound awful. It's like be him doing the dog guy. And so what I'm thinking is, you get the thing. I guess in a sense you could say you got everything, right? As far as like your mind, like, you know, your hang up or what. The emperor has no clothes, and what could be like, you just don't know the exact. Right? I guess a lot of things, you don't know if like how many people are lying. It could be like they're all lying too, but that won't be, they're the thing, you know, the thing kept secret. Like everything else is like stuck out like a placeholder. Like the whole Kennedy thing would be, that's a lie, so it's that lie. And they can even start broadening it out. Everyone, like all these people in on it. Like I saw that with 9/11. Like I was saying, I was thinking, and I'm kind of like just saying it. But then I'm thinking like more and more it's true. And they'll just be to have that. And the inner thing is more. And even when you know it's all fake economy, all kinds of shit, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know whatever it is and everything. I think she was up today. I guess she had the bitch. I mean, they were like, busy hissing at each other.
Of soda?
Oh, I have it, yeah.
Where'd you find that?
On the car. And, yeah, it's a fizz water, actually. It's one of these, like, it's like that. Lose their fucking mind, our family's losing their mind. No, okay, we go through a lot of stress. Different things. So I'm supposed to be like a douche nozzle and maybe get money. Maybe that's some part of it. Go sue these fuckers. Or whatever. You have to be like, you have to go around and be a douche nozzle. I'm just wanting to drop cargo. I'm like, no, I'm out here. You're not here, you can just drop some cargo. Fuck it. I'm gonna tell everyone to fuck off. Like Prince Johnson.
I hate to break up the party. You should change her water.
Like I'm trying to make a video.
I don't care if you're making a video.
And, I have to do the water. But like, you know, I guess you wouldn't know. Like, you wouldn't know. Like, if you enter this economy, and if someone is trying to be proficient in the world, if you're off by 10%, that's like everything. Everyone's like, you know, proficient. With this undercover shit, like, first you think, oh, there is an economy. You wouldn't even know what it is. You wouldn't know within a rate of double or triple the amount. Right? Like, they manufacturing in Iran, probably all kinds of shit. Nuclear power in Iran, secret nuclear power. Venezuela, China, everything. And taking all those, the modern machines that manufacture, and they're off, like, somewhere, like other countries or whoever. And maybe they're up in space doing stuff. They're big-time mining and stuff. And getting big hoard piles of gold, silver, and God, all the other shit, all the stuff. It's just funny. Making a joke out of it, out of the gold and silver. God, probably, right? Because you have to revisit you have to revisit everything. The whole thing we're taught, or like you think, just is like everyone was fucking up. The their ideas about going out in outer space is too expensive, rocket stuff. Well, they did the embargo. They're thinking nuclear power is going to kick in, but then the fast neutron reactor doesn't work. But then they just cut out the second option, the thorium, that breeder reactor, that molten salt reactor. It gets a little complicated, I guess. But really, it's all fake. And so it could be like space going around in like a junky old truck type shit. Like it was, maybe it's not hard to do. God, maybe even with astronauts, right? You got their fucked up spaceships. Maybe they fucking haul them up there. You know, they've been doing that, right? And did some mining. You know, or get those asteroids to come back. And maybe something on the moon. That takes a lot of power, though. Or you'd manufacture the track, the train track, whatever the fuck to land. Or whatever doodads and different things in space for the energy. Or maybe it's a lie. You get more energy. God. But I guess once you got it, right? Because we know they're not here. It's like you kind of gotta see what's going on around. It is like the Matrix. It's upside down world. And yeah, and that's another thing. Okay, so when I say I see, oh, the 9/11, right? And I started saying, man, I see it. I think they're doing it. I think it's a broad thing. Broad conspiracy, and they got weird, or, you know. I kind of said that, right? And it's kind of like I just say it like a wishful, like it's a, not like I wish it's true, but like I wish I was right about stuff. I wish I was brilliant. And it's like writing a story of science fiction. But then I think it is. But it comes from that, and it always would be. But as you work on stuff, you're always absorbing all the limitations of reality. So when you kind of come up with a postulate, that's going to be a breakthrough. It does come up like a wish. Oh, I wish this was true. I finally have it, right? But then that would make sense. Why would they do that? Why would they have all this kind of fucking weird, the big naughty? And then what's the point? And then everyone's in on it, or they're running around with stuff, and all Secret Service does fake shit. Oh, and then you have Trump's ear, but then they're telling you, yeah, assassination attack on Trump's ear. I can put that for a title, right? Yes, isn't it great? Because it'll do your mind, like, instead of attempt. It's like, it's on the ear. So it kind of says what it is. Because YouTube's a censoring, lying piece of crap. How's your censoring lying? Man, it's truth. You can't, man, you didn't do the truth. You gotta be punished when it's really the lie. They lied. They just fucking lied, man. Piece of shit. Now, alright, Molly. Molly, you wanna go out? Right, yeah. Molly. Like, you got your dish there. Yeah, like the, yeah, it is. Man. Yeah, that would make sense. They got all that to fill everything up and to be the thing, when really it's like got some economic stuff. And they also don't want people to come together or they can control the political structures by keeping the naughty. We got to get to the bottom of this. The Charlie Kirk stuff, man. No, I think it's all a lie. I think it's a fake hat. And his wife's all fucking cool. She's badass, man. Did you guys see the thing on Jimmy Dore? Look at Jimmy Dore about it. And then Jimmy Dore does the whole lane that, like, the Jew lane, anti-Semitic or whatever. But it's like all fake. Like, the Mormons, where Charlie Kirk got killed, he got killed up at a Mormon place. And and it's like, you look at it from above, it's a menorah. Even you can count it, it's the exact amount of things and stuff. And it's got this shape. And it gets killed at the top of the, the thing, if you look down. And it's all designed on purpose. And he's like, that means Israel. It's like, no, that means like, it's like a hokey, fake, like that's not what someone does. Like that, or unless they say they do. But it's like this, the hokey shit. And that means like whenever they built that fucking place, if this is all correct, that thing looking like a menorah and shit, like if it's in the 80s or whatever the fuck, it means it's planned way ahead of time to have a hokey looking place from the sky to maybe do something hokey, or have someone thinking, oh, it's the aliens landed, it's the Israeli aliens landing here, at least that. It's going to be like that. And so that, in that whole entity that fakes out the Charlie Kirk thing or whatever is what it is. It's not like they necessarily plan how it's actually going to go down or what happens or if it's anything like this. God, his wife is like, oh, fucking cool. That might be real. So, because they'll be all the way badass. They'll be like, she's really her, and she really loves him and everything. She's solid. And then she acts like that. Like a soldier, because they'll probably have, soldiers' wives and different things, or whoever survived. And no, they do it. They do it. They're gung-ho, they breed them like that, man. It's like some fucking Amazonian shit. And she'll cry even more, man. She cry. You gotta look at him fresh. You gotta go more. That's why I went right down to the end. I don't wait for more. I went right to the thing. No, I gotta see it. You gotta see him when it's fresh. When he's been bombing. They probably did, man. It's like, because it's all these levels and like, yeah. Yeah, and then you got all this stuff. And then you got all these people that can just, all the kamikaze, all the guys, whatever you call them. The guys. Ow! God damn it. Okay.